Not one, my gorgeous Gemini, but two major issues. Two major problems are going to come to an end when it comes to the months of November 2024. There are two major issues, two major problems are going to come to an end. And I'm emphasizing like this because both of these problems have been really creating so many issues in your life. Both of these problems have created like some kind of a roadblock in your life. That's how I feel them. That's how I see them, my gorgeous Gemini. And that's why I am so excited for you. So when it comes to the first, like for example, 11 days of November, the first 11 days of November are gonna be major. Do you know why? Within the first 11 days of November, first of all, you are going to have this enlightening, beautiful experience. Something really beautiful is going to happen to you. Within the first 11 days of November, you are going to have this beautiful, spiritual, but quiet, personal experience. The way you're gonna feel and what is gonna happen to you, it's gonna be so personal that I don't think anybody in this world would be able to understand you, apart from maybe one or two people who are extremely close to you. But there is one particular person who is very close to you, have been very close to you throughout lots of problems and issues you've had, especially lately. And that particular person is beautiful, is gorgeous in every possible way. And that particular person would most certainly be able to understand you. There is one very special person in your life, my gorgeous Gemini, and I'm seeing this person, a beautiful person, like a friend of yours or somebody very close to you indeed. And that's just this energy I felt right now, but I'm keep on feeling it indeed. This beautiful person in your life, my gorgeous Gemini, it's like somebody so genuine, and that particular person is also within the first 11 days going to suggest something to you, something very interesting, within the first 11 days, within the first 12 days. That gorgeous person in your life, it's like one of your friends, like somebody really beautiful, but somebody who you also reconnected like in a major way. Maybe within the last 2 or 3 years you reconnected quite a lot within the last 2 or 3 years, my gorgeous Gemini. So this particular person is going to suggest something to you, something that is going to sound like really crazy, something that you should do, something that you should be doing, something that comes natural to you, something that's to do with your skills, but something that when you're doing this you feel so good as well, but for some reason you are avoiding that aspect of yourself in such a way where you're not taking it seriously. And that aspect of yourself is going to be primarily responsible for you changing your life forever. Not right now, baby, but at the beginning of December. At the beginning of December, this in itself is going to be absolutely obvious, because you're going to find yourself on the crossroads. And this is something which is going to change your whole world forever. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, I know I'm talking about November right now, my gorgeous Gemini, but sometimes you need to understand that the certain months are pretty much so connected quite a lot together. So there is a lot which is going to be happening in November, which is going to be happening in December as well, because these 2 months are going to be more important than you can possibly imagine.10 back to the first 12 days, I didn't mention that, you know, in numerology, your number is 610. 610. This is your number, and it means that you are going to literally, something major is going to happen, by the end of this month, and you are going to realize, you know, that you want to move on with your life. You're going to realize that you want to move on with your life like never before. So there is something major going to take place. And this number also signifies that, you know, you are, of course, going to be so much happier. By the end of the month of November, there is some kind of adventure which is going to start. The last 7 days of November is when some kind of adventure is going to start. Prepare for such a beautiful journey, my gorgeous Geminini. And this is why I need you to be really strong right now, because I do know that there's some kind of a major issues going on in your life. And I'm jumping from one thing onto another, but something major is going on in your life, and I will talk to you about in a minute or two. Something major when it comes to one specific person. I will talk about it in a second or two. Sorry, I'm jumping from one thing onto another. So going back on this first 12 days of November, listen, it's not only about what this gorgeous person in your life is going to suggest to you to do. Like a little angel in your life, somebody you reconnected with within the last 2 or 3 years, but you knew this person before. You knew this person for a very, very long time, but you only reconnected like properly within the last 2 or 3 years. So it's not only about that. It's not only about that person. Within the first 12 days, listen, there are remember what I told you, there are 2 major issues, 2 major problems are going to come to an end, okay? I'm going to go back to that now, because these 2 problems have been like a massive, giant roadblock in your life. Okay, these 2 problems caused all sorts of other problems, to be quite honest with you. So the first problem, within the first 12 days of November, you are going to really kind of be chilling out. You're going to be relaxing. And at some point, you know, you're going to be chilling out, you're going to be relaxing. Whether this is going to be like, maybe you're going to be sleeping at night and you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to have this problem on your mind, something that has been bothering you for so long, something that you could not stop thinking about whatsoever. My gorgeous Gemini, what am I trying to say here to you? That you're going to either literally, I know it sounds like God, but it's true. You're literally going to just wake up in the morning within the first 12 days of November, one morning, this particular problem, this particular issue that has been draining your energy for so long. It was making you feel so uncomfortable. It was affecting you. It was affecting your personality. It was restricting you. It was making you to feel like a really negative. And it was most importantly also affecting you in life when it comes to making big decisions, and when it comes to making quick decisions, and when it comes to taking risks. We need to keep on taking risks in this life. If we are not taking risks, we are not giving room to ourselves to evolve, to go on the next level of our spiritual journey. Yes, we can be completely happy with the way our life is right now, but I don't think that's meant to be like that. We are meant to keep on going forward until we are on this earth. Okay, so within the first 12 days of November, you're either going to just wake up in the morning and you're going to have this problem on your mind, and now suddenly you will not even know where this is coming from. Suddenly you are going to feel so different. You are going to feel so passionate. You are going to feel so determined to resolve this problem, to resolve this issue. And this is something that has been affecting you for the last 10 months quite a lot. And you're going to have this realization exactly what do you need to do, okay, when it comes to this problem. And this is why this is going to be so crazy, because suddenly you're going to wake up like that, and suddenly you will know what to do. Either you were dreaming about this and you had this sacred information, my gorgeous Gemini. So if you woke up in the morning and you knew exactly what to do about this problem, let me tell you that that means that you had some kind of astral projection the night before. And lots of people don't understand that we are having astral projections every single night, but we don't remember. We are not meant to remember. When we get to this certain level of our consciousness, we are able to have astral projection on purpose, you know, and then you are doing it consciously, and then, you know, things happen. But there are astral projections that happen every night when we go to sleep, and we are not even aware of it. We travel through all sorts of dimensions, okay? But the bottom line is that we see things, we hear things, we find out things, and most importantly, we also find out things about our personal problems and our personal issues. Now, this is the time where when you are healing and ascending onto the next level of your spiritual journey. I think that you have been going through something so difficult for so long that now you're gonna find, that's why you're gonna find this even more rewarding. So it's either to do with this astral projection that you are going to have if this comes to you straight away in the morning, but it could be like when you are relaxing. Sorry, it could be like when you are relaxing, like in the daytime, for example, and you just kind of fell asleep, and then you wake up, and in the meantime you had this mini astral projection, and you're again like you're not aware of it as such, but you just kind of, this is where this answer is coming from. So it's not like boom, 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 this answer just came to me, that's amazing. No. You will feel this is coming from somewhere else. You will feel very strong. You will feel very confident. You will feel very adamant. So you will know that this is coming from somewhere, but it's going to be impossible for you to explain this or understand this yourself, let alone if you try to explain this to somebody else. Don't even bother. They're not going to be able to understand. So you are going to have the answer to your problem. You know, whether you're going to wake up in the morning, one morning in between the 1st and the 12th of November, or you're going to be maybe chilling out, you're going to lie down in the daytime, maybe you're going to meditate, maybe you're going to fall asleep and then wake up and you will just know what to do. But somehow it's just going to come to you like this. You're going to wake up, it's going to be like, oh my God, I know exactly what to do. I mean, you're going to feel like you've never felt before. You will know exactly which step to make when it comes to this problem, and it's something that you did not like to think about. Oh my God, it's something that you would run on miles from in an opposite direction, but now you are just going to start feeling so passionate about this problem, you know, and you will know, like, I don't know where this is coming from, but in exactly 6 weeks time, so there is something specific you will do here. There is a specific move you're going to make. There is a specific step you're going to make. And in exactly 6 weeks time, oh my God, you are going to have a major victory. Major victory when it comes to this particular problem. But there is also gonna be such a crazy opportunity for you that you will have out of that. There is a crazy opportunity you are going to have. If you try to think about what this opportunity is gonna be like, no baby, no, don't even try. This is gonna be one of the most surprising things that happened to you ever. Seriously, that's how you're gonna feel. Not only this problem, this very difficult issue, it's going to come to an end in 6 weeks time exactly, after you make this step, after you do what you need to do. But there is also suddenly gonna be a mind-blowing opportunity for you here as well. And this opportunity, it's going to allow you to kind of start living your life in a completely different way. This is to do with your lifestyle and to do with you also being so much happier, you know. So this is why this is going to be so important, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed. The next important date, the next important date, it's going to be on the 13th of November. On the 13th of November, you see, This is why on the 13th of November you are going to have so much confidence when it comes to this opportunity you are going to have. There is an important opportunity you will have. There is a major opportunity you will have on the 13th of November or at around the 13th of November. Normally you probably wouldn't even take this opportunity very seriously whatsoever. It feels like you would not feel confident to take this opportunity on, but this is when this major turning point is going to start taking place, because what happened within the first 12 days of November, this in itself started to change you, especially in terms of your confidence, because that particular problem, remember, within the first 12 days that it's going to be resolved, that has been affecting your confidence quite a lot. So by the time you have this major opportunity at around the 13th of November, this major opportunity you're instantly going to feel so confident about. Normally you would be like contemplating because you wouldn't feel ready. You wouldn't be able to make the decision that you need to make when it comes to that opportunity, because that particular major opportunity you're going to have, it's something that you waited for a very, very long time, but you will also know that there are certain changes that you are immediately gonna need to make. It's not only about this major opportunity that you were waiting for a long time, but it's also to do with these major changes, big changes you're gonna need to make that comes with it. And I think that these big changes are primarily responsible for you feeling like, oh my God, normally you would be like contemplating and you would be like, no baby, no. When we are contemplating, and then we are overthinking, and then we are just drifting further and further away from something we should have been drifting towards immediately. And this is what that imbalance does, we go through certain problems, go through certain issues, and they slow us down, but they also mess things for us, where we carry on doing longer something and certain aspect of your life that it's making us feel unhappy, that has been making us feel unhappy for a while, and we are ignoring more and more things that would make us happy. With another words, we give our precious energy maybe towards things that have come to an end, that are making us feel unhappy, instead of finding an aspect of our life where we enjoy ourselves. So it's to do with our lifestyle, things that make us happy, but it's also a lot to do with us following our own passion. That's our own guiding light, and that's exactly what I'm talking about here. So it's going to be major opportunity at around the 13th of November, or on the 13th of November. And when it comes to this major opportunity, this is also the beginning of such a beautiful stage in your life. You need to understand, by you taking this major opportunity, you also doing something really, really wise, because this major opportunity, it's also about you starting something new. It's about a new stage. It's about a new beginning. It's about a new project. It's about this new venture in your life, which is going to leave you with a lot of changes that in general are gonna need to be made, and those changes, like a lifestyle changes and things like that, this is something that normally it would kind of put you off, and that's why you would end up kind of contemplating. Sometimes contemplating can be our worst enemy, to be quite honest with you. So you are doing something extremely, extremely, extremely wise, my gorgeous Gemini, when it comes to this major opportunity here. So do not ignore this whatsoever. You see this? Very wise, very smart, very wise and very smart. Although it's gonna seem like a bit of a hard work, but this is going to pay off like a big time. You see this? That's why you're gonna feel so determined. This brand new, I mean, this major opportunity, my God, it's gonna change your life. This major opportunity you're going to have here, it's going to start the process of healing immediately. And this is why you're gonna start feeling so re-energized. This is why you're gonna start feeling like really nostalgic. It's not a bad thing. You're gonna keep on feeling nostalgic and nostalgic and nostalgic, and you're gonna be keep on drifting to the certain aspect of your past a very long time ago, and you will realize by drifting to this certain aspect of your past from a very long time ago, what exactly is missing in your life. What exactly is missing in your life, and it's something that it's part of your destiny. It's something that is part of who you are. So this is also something not to be ignored whatsoever. There is a reason why you are going to feel, my gorgeous Gemini, so nostalgic indeed, because there is a certain aspect of your life which is going to be highlighted, which you are missing out on. Indeed. The next important date, my gorgeous Gemini, it's actually going to be on the 14th of November, or at around the 14th of November. Now, this is what I was going to say. At around the 14th of November, you need to do this. There is this person in your life who you had so many problems with. Okay? There is this certain person in your life who you had so many problems with, my gorgeous Gemini, and I'm not even talking about like 2 months, I'm not talking about 3 months, I'm not talking about the last 5 months, I'm talking about like probably years, to be quite honest with you. And it's just somebody who is in your life, and somebody who you were always like kind of arguing with, and somebody who you just could not kind of even have like a normal conversation anymore. So there is this specific person in your life, my gorgeous Gemini, who you had so many problems with for a very long time. And I strongly feel like this is like your family member. This is either your family member, do you know, either your family member or either one of your friends. But then if this is your friend, then you know this friend for like 100 years, like you know this friend for a very, very long time. To me, I feel like this is a certain family member that you had lots of problems with, lots of arguments with, and I've seen this person before. You know, sometimes people are very strange, because this is somebody really strange. That person is really strange, like a family member who you had problems with for a very long time. You couldn't see eye to eye, you couldn't get on. You would say something, then that person would blow up. That person would say something, that you would blow up. You would never be able to find some kind of a common ground with this person. And I need you to understand that, you know, sometimes people are very strange. And this is somebody who I would describe as a really strange. Sometimes people are really strange, and sometimes people do things that come across really evil, and not necessarily evil. Well, yeah, I suppose so, yeah. People do things that come across really evil and really horrible, but they are not, you know? Or sometimes certain people respond in a certain way where everybody thinks, oh, he's horrible, she's horrible, oh, he's so cold, she's so cold. And that person comes across as a really arrogant, but that person is not arrogant at all. You see, it really depends, and I've seen this before, I know I said this before, but it really depends the way people have been brought up and what the childhood people had. And if people have been brought up in a very, very strange way, they're probably maybe they're gonna be strange later on. Not necessarily, not at all, not necessarily at all. Some people are absolutely fine. You know, if they have been brought up in a certain way, in like a really weird way. Some people are absolutely fine. They've been through so many traumas, traumas in their childhood. And some people are absolutely fine. But then some people are so strong and powerful, but some people, it's not as easy. It does reflect on a certain people quite a lot. So it's either to do with the traumas that this person have been going through, or it's either to do with like a very unusual childhood where maybe the parents were extremely weird and extremely unusual, are completely different to everybody else, blah, blah, blah. But you know, so I'm trying to explain to you that this particular person in your life is... I don't know, something is happening, something is going on here with this person. So I'm trying to explain that this person is not evil. This person is just strange. You're never going to be able to agree about everything. But I do see this person as a family member. And this is not an evil person, but it's the direct result of what was happening in that person's childhood. So that person is never going to be normal, but it is not evil person. It is not evil. And that person comes across as like weird and strange and selfish and this and that and rude. But it's just like, they're not horrible, but whatever they do, it comes across as being like horrible. It's just the way this person responds to people. You know, maybe they just didn't receive enough love in their childhood, so they don't know how to give it, you know. It's very easy to happen, and it happens quite a lot. So now there is something going on in that person's life, and this day, at around this day, there is something you're going to hear. There is something you're going to hear, and you're going to have this sense of urgency, maybe to go and see this person. And what I want you to say is, as soon as you hear this reading, try to do your best and try to forgive something to that person. Yes, you're going to need to forgive something to that person, so that person has done something to you. But I really need you to forgive to this person. It's just so important. Listen, you know, this is to do with an ongoing battle. This is to do, this is to do with an ongoing battle in your life. Okay, so that's why it's going to be almost impossible for you to forgive and forget. But you are very beautiful. You're very powerful. You're more powerful than you can possibly imagine. I mean, how spiritual you are. You're Gemini. There are two of you. There are two of you. You're so powerful. Both of you inside. Geminis, you know, and both of you are ever so powerful. So that's why you can be ridiculously indecisive sometimes. And I completely understand. Because there are two of you there. Geminis, of course, you know. But I just need you to... forgive to this person. It's to do with an ongoing battle, and it's difficult to explain with words what are you actually going to get out of it. It's almost impossible for me to explain with words what are you going to gain out, what are you going to get out of it. But what you're actually gonna get out of it, it's going to change your life. It's going to transform your life in a way like nothing else would be able to transform your life in this particular way. It's going to be really good for your soul. It's going to be really good for your spirit. It's going to be good for you, because the moment in time you forgive to this person, my gorgeous Gemini, there is also going to be a very big aspect of your life will heal. You will heal yourself by forgiving this person, because it's to do with an ongoing battle in your life. You will heal yourself, and I need you to understand that this time of your life is crucial when it comes to this. Okay? Absolutely crucial. So this is why I need you to understand that this is more important than you can possibly imagine. You know, because this, you know, the sooner you do that, the sooner you forgive to this person, the sooner you will be able to make such an important decision that otherwise you wouldn't be able to make, and it will only come to you, and it's only gonna happen after you forgive this person. because after you forgive this person, there is this unexpected revelation you're going to have. Okay? There is this unexpected revelation you're going to have, and this is going to be so big. This is going to be so big. This is going to be so big. And this is going to lead towards you making this decision based on that unexpected revelation. But this is going to be really big. And only then you're going to realize, oh my God, how much your life it's actually going to change. This is when you're going to realize the extent of this change. It's like, wow. And also, as soon as you forgive to that person, there is a really beautiful part of you which is going to come back. You're also going to get a really beautiful aspect, really beautiful part of yourself. And you're suddenly going to find yourself, without realizing, doing something you haven't done in absolute ages. You know, something that you used to do, something that you were really enjoying, but when at the time when everything went slightly dark-ish, you stopped doing it and you never returned to it. This is the greatest sign of your own personal awakening. Absolutely brilliant indeed. You know, at around that particular time, there is some kind of a very, very psychic person going to get in touch with you. Somebody who is in your life and somebody who is very psychic is going to get in touch with you as well and remind you of something really important you would otherwise forget about. Talking about spiritual domino. But I know it's going to sound crazy, but by you forgiving to this person, you will unlock the door, my gorgeous Gemini, you never knew existed, let alone what is exactly going to be on the other side of this door. Oh my God. Wow. So it's important to forgive to this person. Do you get me? Sometimes people are weird and they respond in a weird way. Sometimes people, like, you know what, like a socially awkward people. Nothing wrong with that. I understand everybody. I go by the energy anyway. You know. But it's like it reminds me of maybe somebody who calls themselves like a socially awkward, you know, like somebody who responds like in a weird way, and then everybody's like, oh, he's so weird, you know. But the bloke or a woman is just like kind of nervous or whatever is going on in their mind, but it's this energy that they project, that it's like kind of opposite of what they would want to project. So they project their fears quite often without them realizing on other people, and this is what confuses people quite a lot. Okay, so the next important date, the cards are getting stuck on my elbow. The next important, you see this baby here. The next important date, it's going to be on the 15th of November. On the 15th of November, my gorgeous Gemini, it's like a baby. Ooh la la. That's the second day. Yeah, baby. On the 15th of November, at around the 15th of November, my gorgeous Gemini, these two problems that you've had, they were really heavy, weren't they? They were really heavy. I can feel them. They were like a big giant mama. I can tell. So the first problem I was talking about within the first 12 days, I know this is going to sound crazy how I said to you, you're going to wake up and you're going to feel like so passionate about resolving this problem, because simply now is the time. Now the second problem, at around the 15th of November or on the 15th of November, you are going to have such a good news when it comes to this other problem, when it comes to this other issue and this other problem. You see, the first problem is like more let me tell you, the first problem within the first 12 days was more like a personal, it was affecting you emotionally more than anything else, because most certainly it was affecting your confidence, because I told you by the time you get to the 13th of November, your confidence is going to be completely different. So this is to do with like a personal problem, personal issue. that was affecting your confidence. But I'm not saying that this problem on the 15th or at around the 15th, I'm not saying that this wasn't affecting your confidence, but I'm just saying that this problem is more about you maybe worrying about money or finances, worrying about money and finances. So, and this, you were worrying about it more than you would like, really, subconsciously, because you were so worrying about this aspect of your life when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, when it comes to this problem, that you were ignoring things that are kind of your inspiration. This was also like kind of stealing your energy away. So the bottom line is that at around the 15th of November, you are going to have a really good news when it comes to your finances, something that you were worrying about, and this is really going to surprise you, and it's like in a good way. And it's not only that it's going to be positive news about finances, good news about finances, this is going to pick you up, because you will know that it's to do with a certain progress, but this is going to surprise you. It's going to happen completely unexpectedly. Indeed, this is really going to surprise you. So this news is going to be even better, because you will know that after this point onwards, whatever this news is going to be consisting of, you will clearly understand that your financial situation is going to be so much better. But now you're also like kind of gonna be, it's gonna be crystal clear to you, what do you want to do, and you will feel like, oh my God, I so want to take the responsibility of my life now, right now, this minute, this second. Your spirit is gonna be rising, your vibration is gonna be rising, you're gonna feel the strong and positive vibes to set the boundaries right now in your life. And by setting the boundaries, you will know exactly what do you need to do in order to prevent this situation from happening ever again. There is some kind of a major and mind-blowing lesson that you're also going to learn on this particular day as well. So right now, my gorgeous Geminini, within the next couple of days, there is this, beautiful inspiration you're going to have. Something is going to inspire you within the next couple of days. And when it comes to you having this inspiration, you will kind of have this new idea for the first time in your life. There is some kind of idea that you are going to have, and for the first time in your life, you will kind of feel a very strong connection towards something you never felt a connection towards. And this is going to be a sign that you really are moving forward in your life. Because as soon as we come across something that really inspires us, that never inspired us before, this is an important sign that we did go through some kind of a difficult stage in our lives, and it probably has been more difficult, and it affected you more than you've actually imagined. So now you are beautifully going to start coming out of yourself, and it is important to take this very seriously, whatever you're gonna have this idea to do for the first time ever, because at the same time it is going to start something really beautiful. This is gonna lead towards something kind of enormous within the next couple of months. Within the next couple of months, you will see. You will see. You are about to find out a whole new side to you, my gorgeous Geminini. And I don't even care how old you are. It doesn't matter. You could be 70, 80, 90, 100, 110 if you're lucky. It doesn't really matter. The age is just a number. The age is just a number, literally. So, another important date, my gorgeous Geminini, it's gonna be on the 21st of November. On the 21st of November, it's like now suddenly, this is also rather important, and it doesn't surprise me. It really kind of doesn't surprise me. Yes, doesn't surprise me yet. That's what I was going to say. It doesn't surprise me that so many signs are having the same thing when it comes to you suddenly being reminded of something that you used to eat or take that made you feel so good. but you just stop doing it for whichever reason, because the 11th month of the year, which is November, of course, it's very spiritual. You know, we do have our personal spiritual awakening, and very often an integral part of our personal spiritual awakening is also is, you know, the realization what we should do spiritually, what we should do mentally, what we should do physically. So that's why very often something like a really healthy food, or like a really good supplements, like a healthy supplements, you know, that we used to take but don't take anymore, that's why we are reminded of it. That's why we are reminded of it. Very often people don't realize that it's not only necessarily you fancy strawberries when you're reminded, oh, I fancy strawberries. I've got this taste for strawberries. Sometimes people just don't really think much of it. But it's like when you have just suddenly you want to eat something, or you have something like that on your mind suddenly, it's a great sign that you're missing something in your diet. Your body's trying to, it's not about, oh, I fancy this taste, like a taste buds, blah, blah, blah. No, baby, no. Your body's trying to remind you what your body is missing, which is going to be ever so important for your mind, body, and spirit as well, for the whole thing. Because if you suddenly fancy like strawberries, for example, well, that means that you're lacking vitamin C, for example. But I'm just taking this as an example, my gorgeous Gemini. So you're going to be reminded on this particular day something that you used to eat that was very healthy, very good, like maybe strawberries, bananas or something, you know, I'm just guessing, or some kind of supplement that you used to take, like a healthy nutritional supplement, for example, like a natural vitamin D, which is like super essential. I mean, there's barely sun here, no sun, you know. Of course you need like a vitamin D. Of course you need vitamin D, you know, or like a fish oils or flaxseed oils, you know. They are essential for our brain health. Is the food for our brain that we can't get from anywhere else. Of course, this is essential, and lots of people don't even realize this. You know, am I taking this? Of course I am. You know, but anyway, I'm just taking this as an example. So you will be reminded of something that you used to take, like maybe food that was healthy, and you used to do this regularly, used to take this regularly, or you're going to be reminded of some kind of a nutritional supplement. I don't know why I put the brackets. No, you will be reminded of some kind of like a supplement, healthy supplement that you used to take on that particular day. For the love of God, this is more important than you can possibly imagine. Do not ignore this. Do not ignore this. Because this is a clear sign and a clear indication that your body is lacking in something. And this is how it's going to be like, oh my God, I didn't have strawberries in absolute ages. I used to have strawberries every week or something. And then that's how you're going to remind yourself of something that you used to take or put into your in your body, you know. And this is something that's essential for your energy levels, especially. It's to do with certain things that your body is lacking in, but it's also going to be essential for your energy as well. Do not ignore this whatsoever. So the next time when you fancy eating something, you will be able to kind of see this from a different angle. Instead of thinking, oh, I fancy eating this, oh God, my body, you just think like, you translate this in a different way. You just translate, oh, my body is lacking in these vitamins, in these minerals, for example. So this is something that I really need you to understand. And also, my gorgeous Gemini, when it comes to the 22nd of November, you know, somebody who is very open-minded, this is to do with a very, very open-minded person, and somebody who you didn't talk in a while, okay, at around the 22nd of November, this is to do with this open-minded person, a really open-minded person, somebody that's about to reconnect with you. it's not necessarily Mr. Lover, lover, you know, not necessarily that, but somebody really open-minded and somebody who you haven't seen in a while, somebody who you haven't seen for ages. It's about to make their return. You know, somebody it's about to reconnect with you. It's like, I do indeed see this as a warm reunion. You know, maybe it's just going to be like a phone call. Maybe it's just going to be like a text message. Maybe that person is going to send you some kind of a message. It really depends. But this is indeed to do with some kind of a warm reunion. Somebody who is very open-minded. Somebody who is very honest. You know that this is somebody you can count on. Even if you don't see this person in 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Do you know what I mean? One of those people and one of those beautiful relationships, but you did have some kind of a lack of communication, when it comes to this particular person, and you know, a lack of communication only like in a way that, you know, maybe you were, you know, sometimes people are hanging out together for a long time, and then sometimes life happens and people just end up going separate directions. You know, maybe this is a family member, maybe this is you know, one of your friends. It doesn't really matter. The bottom line is that certain things in between, when it comes to certain people in our lives, they never change. Some people in our lives we become distant with. That's natural, that's normal. We grow in our own, you know, separate ways. We grow into our own beings, you know, who we are when we are 20, who we are when we are 50. I suppose there are two completely different people, you know, and this is all down to our personal experiences, but some relationships will always stay the same. So this particular person that it's about to kind of reconnect with you with one way or another, it's also because of this person you are gonna kind of, because of this person you're gonna realize, you see, you will become nostalgic again. You will be thinking about your past because it's to do with somebody who you know for like absolute ages. But this person, it's going to play a bigger role than you can imagine, because this person is going to trigger something within you. You will start thinking about your childhood a lot, okay? And you're going to start thinking about certain memories, my gorgeous Gemini. And that in itself is like really kind of going to make you realize that you're not going to be happy completely in life unless you return to your roots. Whatever this is, whatever this means to you, nothing unusual. Just remember, it's the 11th month of the year. It's the time when we are really spiritual. A lot comes out, a lot happens around us, and it all leads towards our spiritual awakening, number 11. So I'm not surprised that someone would feel like they want to return to their roots, because that, my gorgeous Gemini, is a big, big part of it. Whatever this is, and whatever you feel like you want to return to your roots, just do it. Look at this. If I shuffle these tarot cards, this just came to me. When it comes to returning to your roots, look, whatever this is, my gorgeous Gemini, when it comes to you returning to your roots, you know, whatever this means, just go for it. Look at this. You are, oh my God. Come on. You returning to your roots, it's also going to put you on this path of a major, major reward, because you're instantly going to elevate yourself, and you're instantly going to find yourself on this path where there is something you will want to explore. There is something you will want to explore. okay? And once you start exploring this within the next, the next week or two are gonna be major. Why? Because once you start exploring this, within the next couple of weeks, you are going to have the beginning of like you're going to have this unexpected change, okay? You are going to have this unexpected change in your life where you're going to need to kind of make a major choice, but the part of this unexpected change, it's also going to be you realizing why did you have trust issues, what was causing imbalance in your life, what was making you feel so disconnected, what was making you feel so detached. Oh my God, these things are essential when it comes to us understanding such an important aspect of our lives that sometimes we don't even realize are affecting us so much, let alone what a major role these things have been playing when it comes to us being held back from things we should be drifting towards. And you're going to be reminded of certain opportunities and certain things that you've had that you never went for, and it's all going to start making sense. This is going to be major when it comes to your personal life, because I'm telling you, within the next 2 weeks, in 2 weeks exactly after this moment in time, you're already going to be a completely different person to what you are right now. So this is crazy. I think this is probably one of the deepest readings I've done for you, my gorgeous Gemini, lately. It's like, wow, so much it's happening, so much it's happening. This is all kind of going to open your mind, and it's really going to rejuvenate you, because you will be able to look deeper into things, and there are certain realizations you are going to have, and this is going to be big. The next important date the next important date, my gorgeous Gemini, it's going to be so that was on the 22nd, or at around the 22nd, on the 22nd or at around the 22nd of November. And the next important date, my gorgeous Gemini, it's going to be on the 27th or at around the 27th of November. Somebody really young, spirit, is going to need your protection. Somebody's going to need your protection. There are naughty, naughty, naughty people in this world. There are some very naughty people in this world. And I say this, there are some naughty people, naughty spirits. I say naughty because it's to do with a younger spirit. You know what? This may not resonate with you, I completely understand, but it's to do with a younger spirit in your life, a younger person, a younger boy, like a boy or a girl, a younger person. And this person is having a little bit of difficulties in their lives, but they're not saying what it is. And you will notice the difference that younger person, bless their heart, very good-hearted person, whether this is your child, whether this is your family member, whether this is a younger child of like a young child of your friend or something. But you will notice that younger spirit is acting in an unusual way. And something is happening in this younger spirit life, and they're not saying because they may be embarrassed or they don't want to believe this themselves. And I think, please don't get me wrong, this is not a bad reading, it's all going to be okay, but I think that maybe certain group of people is ganging up against this person, maybe a bit of like a kind of bullying going on and things like that. And I just need you to pay attention to this. No pressure. Of course there is going to be a pressure, you know, but it's just like, it's nothing major, please, nothing major, but almost as if like a few people are, a few boys and girls, you know, in a group or something, attacking one boy, one girl, one person, like a bit of a ganging up and like a bit of like a bullying, but it's nothing major. You know what kids are like, you know what children are like. But then again, I just need you to kind of like maybe talk to that younger spirit, you know, maybe talk to that younger spirit, because I do know that you are going to come up with such an important solution. And I don't know, it's probably to do with your own experiences in life. Even if you are not a parent of that person, it's to do with some kind of experience in life you had yourself. And I'm not saying that you were bullied, even if you were, that's, you know, people do, you know. But I'm just saying that you are going to have an important solution. You know how it goes, the rule in this life. You know, you free one spirit, you free yourself. This is a beautiful younger spirit, bless their heart. Very lovely person. But you do have a solution to this problem, whatever this is. And yeah, you free one spirit, you literally free yourself, my gorgeous Gemini. That's why this is so important. And also the next important date, it's going to be on the 29th of November. Oh my God, on the 29th of November, you are going to have such a lovely achievement, baby. You are going to have a really nice achievement, a really nice success, a really nice accomplishment. Oh my God, this is going to make you feel really good. And this is like kind of going to this accomplishment and this achievement and this success that you're going to have. You know, it's you reaching your goal, like a really personal goal, which is on one hand going to help you to expand your horizons immediately, but then again on another hand you're instantly going to be reminded of when I said to you, returning to your roots, returning to your roots, returning to your roots, my gorgeous Gemini. Now it's time. So this particular brilliant achievement you're going to have, you know, this is fantastic. You are going to have this. This is going to be like a surprise. This is going to be like a really nice, happy surprise on the 29th of November or at around the 29th of November. Really nice, beautiful surprise where you are going to have this success, this achievement, this beautiful accomplishment, a recognition. You know, and I told you, this in itself is a kind of going to, you know, it's to do with reaching your goal, personal goal, but it's also going to expand your horizons immediately. And that's why you're gonna be remember straight away this when I say to you that you're gonna be returning to your roots, returning to your roots, and you're gonna be thinking something. It's gonna be driving you nuts. Like, yes, no, shall I do it? Shall I not? 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 Shall I do it? Shall I do it? Shall I not? Shall I do it? Shall I not? No, you're going to be thinking, shall I do it? Shall I not? And the answer is yes. Big fat mama. No, big fat yes, honestly. Because you're going to be thinking, shall I do something or not? And you're going to be thinking, returning to your roots, expanding your horizons, la la la. And the answer is absolutely yes, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed. And also at around the 29th of November, oh, you know, it's to do with like a something legal, something legal, something legal, something legal. You're either going to start some kind of a legal case, legal process here, whatever you start here. If you do start it, it's gonna be very successful for you. So there is something legal that's going to happen on this day. So you're at around this day. So you're either going to start some kind of a legal process and it's going to be brilliant for you. Something is majorly going to work in your favor. Or you're going to have a brilliant news when it comes to some kind of ongoing case, or when it comes to some kind of something legal, or when it comes to you waiting for some kind of important official decision. Well, this decision is going to be good. this decision is going to be really, really good, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed, because this is why you are going to be so happy. This is going to rejuvenate you. Seriously, this is going to rejuvenate you. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm just going to see, before I lose my voice, 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 before I lose my voice. I'm sorry, my gorgeous Gemini, but you know how cuckoo I am sometimes. Yeah, so now, my gorgeous Gemini, when it comes to those of you who are in relationships, oh my goodness, so there is some kind of problem that you and your partner have been going through for a while. My gorgeous Gemini, when it comes to those of you who are in relationships, yeah, that's it. Yeah, sorry, I just remembered I need to do something. Is the way my mind is. Yeah, sorry. I just remembered I need to do something, and I must not forget to take your tarot card for the months out, because I took one before and it almost like subconsciously kind of tricked me into it, you know. But that wasn't your tarot card for the months. That was the tarot card for that specific situation I was talking about, yeah. So anyways, yeah, remind me, please. Remind me. Remind me telepathically. I have a friend I was talking to telepathically. We were like 15, 16, you know. No joke. Yeah, so anyway, so we're still friends, by the way. Yeah, so there is this, when it comes to those of you who are in relationships, there is a certain problem that you have been dealing with. There is something that was keep on giving you headache to both of you. Okay, and I think that this was affecting your freedom, this was affecting your finances, and this has been making you feel a little bit negative, this problem, because this problem slowed both of you down. Everything was so brilliant, everything was fantastic, you were just working towards something, both of you were on this path. And you were planning something for a very long time, and you found yourself on this path, and everything was doing so great for a while, and then boom, boom, dark Lala, boom, something happens, and this negative change of circumstances occur, and then this affects you both, because it's not that you can't carry on with your plans, but you just become frustrated because now, you know, you tapped into something amazing, and now you know that you have to wait for a little while to carry on, and then that causes a little bit of friction. So it was like some kind of a negative change of circumstances that affected both of you, my gorgeous Gemini. And there was lots of like a bickering that you've had lately and things like that, or for a while. So you know, there is something is going to happen. There is going to be really positive news at around the 16th and the 17th of November, my gorgeous Gemini. You're going to have a really positive news when it comes to whatever you have been struggling about. You will be able to do something. And the positive news is going to come from somebody really close to both of you, somebody who's your friend and somebody who's your partner's friend, or like a family member that is friendly with both of you, like you enjoy this person's company. That particular person is also going to offer something to both of you. There is an offer that you're going to have also. You and your partner are going to have some kind of an offer, and this offer is going to come from this friend or a person that is so close to both of you, and you do like the lifestyle of that person. That person is different, that person has a different lifestyle, but you both look up to this person in terms of like, oh my God, you just love the way this person is. That person is going to offer something to you as well, and first to both of you, and you're gonna love this offer. But first of all, you're not gonna, almost as if you will want to kind of refuse it because you're going to think it's too much, but then later you're going to realize, yeah, why not? Absolutely, yeah. This this offer is going to be crucial. In like about 1 year time, you will both kind of be sitting in and thinking like, oh my God, can you imagine if we didn't take that offer? Oh my God, our life wouldn't be like this. Everything would be completely different. So this is an important offer to go for. And for those of you who are single and ready to, hello love, honestly, my gorgeous Gemini, I am there is somebody. Did you get that? Now, there is somebody going to walk into your life, my gorgeous Gemini, even if you don't meet this person in November, maybe it's going to happen in December, but right now, I'm seeing this happening in November. There are new feelings you are going to start having for somebody for the first time ever, and you are going to meet this person, a beautiful person, a gorgeous person, and you are going to feel an instant connection. But when you meet this person, yeah, you're going to think that person is good looking, that person is lovely, but you're not going to be necessarily crazy for that person, and you're not going to necessarily fancy that person immediately. But it's about on a intellectual level. This is where things are going to start kicking off. On an intellectual level, you're going to be like, oh my God. The more you talk, you're going to be like, oh my God. And on a spiritual level, you're going to feel such a connection to this person. It's like, oh my God. You're going to kind of have these feelings that you didn't feel in a while, you know. And my gorgeous Gemini, this is for those of you who are single, and I know that very often you would come across very kind of strange people, you know, especially lately. You know, for those of you who are single, like I think that there were like quite a few unusual people you came across, maybe you've been with and things like that, but this one is going to be absolutely beautiful, you know, and it is going to bring the best out in you, this person. And when somebody makes you feel like this, when you feel so rejuvenated, when you feel so refreshed, when you feel so inspired, my gorgeous Gemini, you should not ignore this. It's the way if someone makes you feel like this, oh my God, and I think that person is going to feel exactly the same. And you know, don't be sad if you don't meet this person in November. It's going to be December then. But this is also your clear sign and indication that if you can reconnect with people in November, do it. Do it. Because this person is about to walk into your life and it's going to make you feel like nobody else before. That's all I can say, you know. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I didn't forget. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. My gorgeous Gemini, hallelujah. Sorry, look, my throat. Hallelujah, my God, Gemini. No, my throat is going, it's going, yeah. I wouldn't be able to do any more readings now. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, you know, I'm going to check quickly what's your tarot card of the months. I'm just checking because I've got like so many different tarot cards on here. It's such a mess. So now I'm going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the month. Now let's see, look, this is going to be a brilliant tarot card, look, because I know the way your month is going to be. Look at this, I'm telling you it's going to be brilliant. Positive tarot card. Oh my God, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh my God, positive tarot card. Look at this, completely opposite. No, do you know what? I'm telling you that this is positive. You see, it's the tower, but this tower is important. Okay? This tower is important. So there is gonna be something which is gonna happen in November, and it's gonna make you feel really sad because something is gonna come towards an unexpected end. Sorry. I had to take the tarot card, the tower out when I said it's going to be a positive card. But I'm sorry, it's like sometimes you know, the tower is not necessarily a bad card. It's not necessarily negative, because you do have the beginning of an unexpected change in your life, which is going to throw you out of balance a little bit in November. But this is going to be for the best. First of all, when you become aware of what exactly is going to come to an end, towards an unexpected end, in November, first of all, you're going to be like, oh my God, not shocked necessarily, but just thrown out of balance. My God, in like a day or two, you're going to be grateful to God that whatever has come to an end, finally it did. You're going to be so grateful, because already in like 2 days, your life is going to start feeling so much lighter. Only 2 days after, you're going to realize how bad this actually was for you. So there you go. The tower card can be positive indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Gemini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful. You see, lots of people don't realize how powerful blue topaz actually is, especially when it comes to activating your third psychic eye. Yes, lots of people do not realize how significant and how powerful blue topaz actually is, because once we activate our third psychic eye, we start to understand things we never understood before. We kind of elevate ourselves both spiritually and mentally as well. This in itself, it's ever so important when it comes to understanding so much about ourselves in general, understanding so much about this life in general. You know, it really helps you to go through and to go forward in life with a completely kind of deeper, with a completely different understanding, much deeper, much more spiritual, much more serene when it comes to things that have been kind of bringing you down, when it comes to things that have been scaring you, when it comes to things that have been draining your energy in general. All this stops when you wear blue topaz. Why? Because you see things differently, and you know, because it activates your third psychic eye. You elevate yourself to the point where you see literally every single aspect in your life in a completely different light. So why is this so important? Well, it's important when it comes to you progressing in life and making the most out of life, but it's also ever so important when it comes to you protecting your precious energy. You know, it helps you to protect your precious energy as well, and this is why it's so significant. I mean, look at this. Absolutely stunning, my gorgeous people. And this is a handmade sterling silver bracelet. Okay, handmade sterling silver gate bracelet. It's 7.5 inches long and it's 10 millimeter wide, so that is quite wide. And of course, this is like a really high quality blue topaz crystalline, and this is something that I would highly recommend you to wear, my gorgeous people. powerful, and blue topaz also allow you to channel your inner wisdom and find a perfect pathway to successful opportunities, you know. And to be quite honest with you, like anyone who wears this will embrace will embrace their authentic self, and trust, you know, you will trust your own power, and you will most certainly, you know, do things in life that are gonna bring you success in general. You know, you tend to make the right decisions when you wear these powerful crystals. So whether these decisions are like when it comes to your life in general, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your career, when it comes to money, you know, it does help you quite a lot, you know, to make the right decision, because it grounds you. It grounds you in a really specific way. Can you imagine how powerful this crystal is when on one hand it activates your third psychic eye, therefore you elevate, you become so spiritual like never before. But then on another hand, it's also very powerful when it comes to grounding at the same time, when it comes to you recentering yourself at the same time. And this is why, because you don't worry about things that you shouldn't be worrying about. And very often as well, people don't realize how draining this is on our overall energy, you know, and we are not able to get in our life, you know, to the certain stage, you know, as quick as we actually could. So it really is ever so important when it comes to you realigning yourself like instantly as soon as you put this on, my gorgeous people. I really highly suggest you to get this beautiful blue topaz handmade bracelet for yourself, or you can buy it for somebody else. If you think that somebody else can benefit from it, you know, why wouldn't you buy it for them? It's absolutely beautiful. And the link to buy this gorgeous bracelet, my gorgeous people, it's going to be in the description below, or it's going to be, or I'm also going to pin the actual link on top of the comment section as well. But it is a rather beautiful bracelet, and of course I only have few of these in stock now.